G'day everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day or a nice night if that's the case for you. It's Friday here in Australia and I'm back home again from my local food bank. This is one I go to most Fridays. It's run by a local church in my area and you pay $10 and they give you a box of grocery items. Along with the grocery items you also get given usually some type of frozen or cold items. Usually there's a loaf of bread. And most weeks you get some fruit and veggies as well, depending on what's in season and what's available. So I'll give you a closer look at what I got this week. First of all, we got some pasta like we do most weeks, which is fantastic. My favourite, some spiral pasta. And we've got some fettuccine again this week, which is great. Quite often we get just the regular spaghetti, so it's nice to get something a little bit different. There was a few different canned items. Oh, before that, there's some noodles as well in the pasta related section. Some instant beef flavoured noodles, one of the ones in the cup. And we do have some canned items. We've got some corn kernels, a can of baked beans and tomato sauce, which is always so handy. Can of spaghetti and tomato sauce, some more of these baby peas, these are really nice, and a can of Italian diced tomatoes. This week we got 2 jars of the Chicken Tonight mild butter chicken sauce, so we might be able to make something with those. And they did also have some extra items at the end of the tables when you go through. I believe these ones might have been extra ones donated to the food pantry. And you could pick some of the items out if you could use them yourself. I picked a couple items out. I got these 2 things. I picked up firstly this Master Foods Tuscan Meatballs recipe base. I thought this would be really helpful. So you could do lots of things with it. I think it's just tomato sauce, sort of base sauce. Tomatoes, herbs, spices, onion, mustard. Yeah, so it's got all the good flavours in it, which sometimes is, a great start. So that was great to get. And this was something also I thought my kids would love. Vegemite and cheese spread. I've never tried this one before. If you're in Australia, let me know. Have you tried this one? Is it good? It says made with Bega cream cheese, which I imagine would be pretty good. Cheese and Vegemite's a good combination usually. So that was really, really lovely to get. I also did get this week with the cereal items and the milk. We got 2 bottles of long life milk. We got some So Good soy regular milk. And also some barista almond milk, which we love. And the cereal we got this week was the Coles Cocoa Puffs, which my kids are going to love. So that'll be a nice one for the weekend. And I did also pick up another 3 of these Nutrify all-in-one. They're like formulated, it says meal replacements. So you can make them like a protein smoothie or shake, I suppose you'd say. So these are vanilla flavoured. We haven't actually tried the ones we got last week, but I'm sure they taste really good. And they had some more on the tables that you could pick up. So I grabbed another 3 because I think they're going to be really yummy. We might end up making some shakes or smoothies with them on the weekend, I think. I did also get some Vietnamese long grain white rice, which is fantastic. Rice is always so versatile and handy to get, so that was awesome. And this week we got a few different items. I was lucky to be given one of these Coles light fruit cakes. So it says a traditional moist fruit cake filled with sultanas, glacé, cherries and citrus peel. Now it looks like that, if you can see. These are usually really yummy. Quite often in Australia we have these around Christmas time. People do like to bake them and make their own as well. But these are ones you can get from the supermarket any time of the year as well. So that was lovely to get. They'll make for some nice snacks for morning or afternoon teas. I did also get given, the lady told me this was a date loaf. I'm not going to open it on camera because it might be one I can put in the freezer. I think it's all been wrapped up in aluminium foil, but it's like a bar loaf, similar to the date loaf I got the other week, I think. So that was so nice. This is one that someone's actually made and donated to the food bank. There was also a few other homemade items that we got given this week. There was some frozen bags of, I think this is like a vegetable soup with noodles. The other ones that we got last week, they did end up being chicken and tomato-based sort of stew. This one, I don't think it's got meat. It looks just like, maybe it is like a chicken noodle soup, I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like it's got chicken, does it? But I'm sure we can add that to something and make something with it. There was also some frozen noodles. These ones have been cooked. So these will be handy. I think I'll just put these back in the freezer and be able to add them to different recipes, bulk things out when I'm cooking. I did also get a frozen bag of rice as well, which I thought would be very handy. So it's already been cooked, so you can just chuck it in whatever you're making. And we're lucky to get 4 ready meals this week. They're all the same. They're the plant-based meat with root veggies and pasta, which look a little bit like this. They do actually look heaps better when you heat them up. So pretty handy to get. So that's awesome. That's like dinner sorted for us, for all 4 of us. So that's really great. And we were also given, it actually came in the grocery box this week, raisin sliced toast bread loaf, which is great. And there was a bonus packet of crumpets handed to me as well, a 6-pack, which is nice. And we usually like putting butter and Vegemite or butter and honey, butter and jam, or just jam on top of crumpets. How do you like to eat your crumpets? Sometimes we have them for breakfast or even afternoon teas. So that was great to get. And the loaf of bread this week was an Abbott's Bakery Country Grains loaf. This one has been frozen, so I might have to hurry up and put it back in the freezer. Looks really good. And there was a selection of fruit and veggies as well. We've got a little wedge of pumpkin. This is Kent pumpkin. There's a couple lemons, a nice little avocado, which is great. 3 little apples, which will be handy for my kids' school lunch boxes. There's about 4 oranges, 3 mandarins, and we've got about 5 potatoes, 3 onions, and 3 carrots. And lucky last but not least, we were very fortunate to pick up, the ladies gave me another bag of this laundry powder, a 1 kilogram bag, which is fantastic. So with the other kilogram bag I got last week, it's a real big help. You'd end up unwrapping the wonderful date loaf in the end, and I thought I'd show you. We ended up cutting a couple of slices off it already. And it's got ginger in it as well. It's really delicious. So that's what it looks like. So very nice to get. So wonderful that someone thought to make it and donate it. So yes, this was everything I was so lucky to pick up this Friday from my local food bank, and it's a real big help to us. If you're also needing a helping hand at the moment, please don't hesitate to seek out and find a food bank or food pantry in your area as well. I have left links down below in my description box if you're needing a starting place to go. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and until next time, take care.